Ooh, Brandon B. What's up, man? How you doing? Dude,
Hey.
bro. 3 words to make me 6 figures by tomorrow, please. What do you got?
3 words. You ready for this? I'm going to change your life right now.
Yeah.
3 words.
Hit me.
You fucking suck.
Oh, my God. It's so fucking easy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
It's that
Brandon,
fucking easy.
thank you, man.
You
Holy
fucking
shit.
suck. Now get out there and get on that grind track, dog.
Fuck. Hashtag rise and grind, baby. Holy shit. God
Rise
damn.
and grind. God damn it.
So simple.
That'll be $20,000 now, please.
You got it. Hey, man, anything for that grind, right?
Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I do. Blake, what's up, man?
What's up, Brandon? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Swapcast.
Welcome back to the Swapcast.
We're doing it live.
We always do it live. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah, dude. We're on video again. Man,
Yeah.
It's a great day to be here, man. And
It
I'm glad
is.
we're doing this. I miss
It's
this.
great.
When I feel like when we're not together, like it's not as good, you know?
I feel like when we're not together, it's like I'm in stormy weather.
Ooh.
You like that?
Yeah, it's really good.
Are your panties still on after that line? Because they shouldn't be.
They're dripping wet right now. Super moist.
Yes.
Yeah. But dude, man, look at you, just glowing. You look like a 17-year-old teenage girl who just gave birth to a 14-pound child. She's glowing. It's that after birth glow. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I'm living my best life. What can I say?
Yes, you are. You son of a bitch. Yes, you are.
I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
I'm drinking brown sugar bourbon right out of the bottle, and I wouldn't want to live my life any other way.
Hey, I too have an alcoholic beverage tonight. I'm, pinky's up for this one.
Yeah, what are you drinking?
Wine. Blueberry wine. Pinky's
God
up.
Damn it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into the Swapcast. This is the last one I'll ever be doing with Blake.
That's it. That's all you get.
That's it, man.
It's been great. It's been real.
Yeah, bro. We got a big show tonight, man. We got a lot of
It's
stuff
always
we're
a
gonna
big
talk
show.
about. It's always
a big deal.
Show. It's because we're big men. And
Yeah.
I'm going to let the audience guess how I mean that. So
sadly, it's not going to go in our favor. I can already tell.
So why don't you tell the folks that are listening and watching us on YouTube what this shit storm is all about, man?
Which shitstorm?
This
Which
podcast that they're listening to, the Badass American Noise Pollution Hero.
You mean the Badass American Hero Noise Pollution Podcast of America?
Of America. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Look, this is Swapcast number 5. Yeah, this is Swapcast number 5, guys. So if you don't know who the fuck we are by now, I'm Blake.
I'm Brandon.
The Noise Pollution Podcast.
Yeah, and I host the Badass American Heroes podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if you don't know who we are by now, I don't know. Go back and, listen and watch some of the past shit. Like, it's going on midnight, and I'm feeling real good. And, I'm not going to say that H word that podcasters use to talk about the things that they do, or Brandon's going to strangle me. So, yeah, if you guys haven't heard who we are, go back and watch our past shit. The videos are up, guys. Come on.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, you're missing out because Blake does a really awesome podcast called the Noise Pollution Podcast where he talks about everything from conspiracy theories to current events to politics to entrepreneurial stuff, everything under the sun. Blake's awesome. If you guys don't know our background, Blake and I served together in the Army for what, Blake, like 5 years. We've been friends for going on 10 years now. So, get on the fucking Noise Pollution Podcast train. Get on the Badass American Heroes podcast train. And let's fucking do this shit, man. Let's do it big.
Yeah. Dude, I just got to say, man, you are really you're out there, man. And you're just doing it. You're out there, you're grinding, bro. You're like
Yeah, man. I mean, I woke up at like 6:30 this morning, and I went to Starbucks. And when they asked me what my name was to put on my non-fat soy latte, I was like, hey, just put Grindmaster on there because that's all I do. Is I just grind. I grind
That's
it
right.
out. Yeah,
that's all it is, man. This is rise and grind.
And I took 100%. A picture of it on Instagram, and I hashtagged it like Grindmaster, Rise and Grind, and that's how people know you're a serious entrepreneur, right?
Absolutely. If you don't take pictures of fancy cars and put inspirational quotes on them and post them on Instagram, what is life?
No, man, you're not doing it the right way, and you're not dedicated to the craft of being an entrepreneur.
Nope, not whatsoever.
No.
And maybe some of you kind of get the whole thing with how we started off with this episode here. I'm not going to say the dude's name, Maybe we're the assholes here.
Probably.
Yeah, we probably are the assholes here. It's just like I'm not into the whole like glass half empty fucking mantra. Like, just gotta get out there and get it, and that's it. Like, just gotta get it. Like, well, what do you want me to get? Like, what am I supposed to go get? Like, just go get it.
Yeah, there's no real actual like intelligent advice. It's just like, oh, get out there and just go get it, man.
Yeah. Just go out there and live the best you. I mean, you are doing that. You're living proof of that.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, and that's all you need to say. That's it. Hey, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me and my blueberry wine.
So, there's a lot going on in the world right now, Blake. And the biggest thing that's going on right this second doesn't have anything to do with politics. It doesn't have anything to do with the Supreme Court or the nomination and then subsequent confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh. It doesn't have to do with any. It is Conor McGregor.
Yeah, McGregor.
Yeah, boy. Conor McGregor's fighting tonight, man.
Yeah. Which I'm not super into that stuff. I looked at the fight card. And like we were talking earlier, man, like how fucking expensive it is to watch this shit to you know what I mean? It's nuts.
It's super expensive, man. And I was stoked. I was like, okay, I'll be able to watch the fight while we do this. And it just, dude, $65, man.
For standard def.
Yep. That's stupid. I can't do that. Nobody can do that.
No. Well, look, and here's the thing. Like, here's why I would I'm not super into sports. Like, you guys know this about me, but why I will never ever, even if I was into like UFC and stuff like that, I probably never would buy like the thing to watch or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you buy it, right? Obviously, you're buying it to watch McGregor fight, watch the main card fight, right?
Yeah.
And what if that fight lasts 30 seconds?
Well, and that's why, like, it has to be a pretty stacked card for me to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
And tonight's good, but not $65 good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially to just watch it by myself. Like, if a bunch of the boys were coming over and we were doing, like, wings and beers or something, that's different.
Yeah, for sure.
To sit in my bedroom and watch it while I drink bourbon alone is depressing and a waste of money that could be spent on more bourbon.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I get the whole like you saw like the weigh-in thing when they're up there and Dana White's like separating them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
People like I don't get like people that like oh my god, McGregor just does this for show. Like, yeah, no kidding, like no joke. Like,
yeah, because he knows it's just putting more money in his pocket,
like,
in his paycheck.
Yeah, and like people get like, oh, I fucking hate McGregor because he just puts on this big fake act. And like, yeah, no fucking shit. Like, you people are dumb. Like, the dude makes so much fucking money doing these fights. Like, who gives a shit?
And it works. He doesn't. Like, it works too, though. Like, if you looked at the rest of the stuff, like, I think Conor McGregor is living in Khabib's head rent free right now. It should be a crime.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it definitely works, but dude, $65 for a pay-per-view fight?
No, thank you.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, I'll just get all the information off of Facebook tomorrow from all my friends.
Yeah. Well, I tried to find an illegal stream, but
Ooh.
I don't think I can do the podcast from federal prison. So
that's true. You can't. I mean, you might be able to if you sucked a few dicks or something like that, but maybe able to pull some strings.
Like, that's the first thing I'm doing when I get there.
Sucking the dicks.
Yeah, I'm setting a precedent, man. Like, look, you don't have to rape me. Like
I'm totally like you're gonna make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always heard too, like if you go to jail, like the best thing to do is to just like cover yourself in your own feces and urine and just act like a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know, it might suck, but if people think you're crazy, do they want to rape that?
That's a good point. Well, then they also put you in the fucking psych ward too with the real crazies.
I mean, I really am crazy. So.
That's true. I mean, like cover yourself in piss, shit, and cum to, like that kind of crazy.
Yeah, dude. What do you think I'm doing right now?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know we're doing video, but I can't see you right now.
Well, from the waist down, the audience can't see.
That's true. Again,
it's
swapcast number 2. Am I wearing pants today? Maybe, maybe not. Only I know the answer to
that. you guys won't know.
Yeah, you have no idea. You can see from the chest up. That's all you get.
12 minutes, Blake. 12 minutes in.
Yeah, and that's gold right there.
Yeah.
Start off with a bang, of course.
So yeah, that's going on tonight.
Who you feeling, McGregor?
I do not usually bet on sports up until this last year, but I put $200 on Conor McGregor by TKO in round 3.
No shit. Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's ballsy.
I think
I'd comment more on it, but I know nothing.
Yeah. I think McGregor, for all of the people out there that are sports fans, I think McGregor takes a round to get back into the swing of things. Coming, off a long MMA layoff, he did the boxing fight with Floyd Mayweather, so this is his first real MMA fight back. I think he takes a round to get kind of readjusted to it, work off some of the rust. I think in round 2 he starts to pour it on, and I think in round 3 he knocks Khabib out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey,
that's
man.
my call.
Well, look, the way I see it right now is that fight's happening tonight, and this episode won't be out until next Friday. So we might have to come back and re-edit it to make it sound like you know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So sure. we'll just edit this part out, right? And yeah, for sure. Which I'm not. Definitely not. I'm just kidding.
Oh, absolutely not. That's no.
I wanted that to be like the running joke of this segment of the intro part of this fucking episode.
Maybe I'll just absolutely be right, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh man, there's no way he knew, right?" And
that's right. That's true. Know. You call it to a fucking T right now, and they hear it from us a week later. Like, I mean, obviously it's long gone past at that point. They'll still be talking about it, of course, for like the next several weeks. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, it'll be a big thing.
I'm not a big betting man myself. I have the worst luck when it comes to like gambling and putting money under things. I have the worst fucking luck when it comes to that. Even just like friend poker. Like I have play poker with friends. Like I buy in $10. I'm always the first one out. I don't know why. I suck.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know how to play poker. I'm okay at it. I'm not the best by any means. But, I think last time I did it, like a couple months ago, I think I blew $40 within like an hour. So, and it was like the blinds were 25 and 50 cents. So
why would you do that?
I don't know. I was feeling good that night, I was feeling a little overconfident, I think.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, but hey, man, you win some, you lose some, and that night I lost all.
What else is going on in the world, Blake? Anything important? It doesn't seem like it. I was looking at the news and nothing really popped out at me. It doesn't seem like anybody's upset over anything right now.
You're being totally fucking sarcastic right now, aren't you?
It doesn't seem like there's anything going on that could affect the world for the next 20 to 40 years. Everybody's just really getting along, really loving their fellow man. It's great. There's no hate anywhere in the world. Everything is just
fucking
It's
peachy
so
keen, huh?
good. It's good, right? There's nothing going on.
Yeah, I mean the how cool you played that off right now like pisses me off. Like that's like no way like you could just do that right now. Like I'm like not happy with you at the moment.
Yeah,
That was good though.
it's
I'll give
alright.
you props.
Yeah.
But I mean the Brett Kavanaugh, he's confirmed today.
I'm sorry. Who?
Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh, sounds like he might be like a party boy. Is he a party boy?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Sounds like the kind of guy that might like beer.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Boy, yeah, I don't really, like I followed the whole Kavanaugh thing. Okay, if you're not living under a rock, you've been hearing about Brett Kavanaugh and everything to go along with it. So I don't really feel a need to go in great detail right now because that's what fucking everyone's doing. Everyone's podcast episode that's coming out on Monday is going to be talking about Brett Kavanaugh. So we're gonna break away from that mold. But
he's in. There's nothing anybody can do about it.
Yeah.
And sorry.
I think the only thing I will say about that whole thing though is that like we've gotten to such a point, and I think you and I have had many conversations about this before, and many other podcast episodes before as well. But we have come to like such a fucking point in like our American political society that we kind of just ignore facts, and we kind of just like, oh, I don't like this, so I'm gonna fucking cry about it, and until we get our way. It's like when Trump was elected, all the liberal meltdowns that was happening, and fucking DC, it was comedy gold to me. But you know what I mean. But that's not how things work. Like you don't fucking, if you go to cast your vote, right, and if your choice isn't elected, like okay, like got it, and then you move on. You deal with what you got. You don't sit there and throw a fucking temper tantrum until you get, using air quotes, get what the fuck you want.
Yeah, and I mean you're right, man. We've come to the point where that's not the case anymore.
No. And I think seeing Brett Kavanaugh get confirmed today, like kind of like, is that like the beginning of like the squashing of this whole like liberal fucking like crybaby bullshit, the stuff that's like taking place?
No, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's true. And like I'm sure you've seen like all that stuff about like all the liberal side is like praising the FBI with like the Trump and Russia collusion investigation, stuff like that. But now that the FBI comes back and then it's not in favor of their opinions and what they feel is facts and what's real and what's not real with Brett Kavanaugh, and they're like, oh well, fuck the FBI, like they don't know how to do their job. So
yeah,
so you're cool with it when like you're winning in a way, but the second that it's not in your favor, it's like, oh well, fuck you, you've always sucked all along, like
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
You have children. I have children.
Yes.
My boys today, we were sharing the TV. One kid wanted to play Xbox. One kid wanted to watch football.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, that's fine. Kid number 1, your turn to watch football. Kid number 2 threw a fit because kid number 1 got to watch football. Well, then we switched. And kid number 2 got to play Xbox, and kid number 1 threw a fit because he didn't get to watch any more football.
That sounds about right.
That's exactly what's going on in politics right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm over it, man. I hate politics. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You're welcome for bringing that up. I knew it would get you pumped a little bit.
I'm not even mad about it. Like, I'm over it. I wasn't even like mad about it to begin with. It's just another giant, news sweep, media sweep that happens for several weeks, and then it's just it's one placeholder until the next time something else happens.
Yeah, it's true.
But look, all I know is that I am an American, and despite the crazy political establishment that we have in our country. Like, I mean, I'm here and I'm living the best version of myself. I like to think.
I agree.
You
I think
are.
you're doing great.
You
yeah.
are. You know,
I'm living.
you're out there
it up, man.
doing it. You know, we're all doing it, and you know, like I'm having a good fucking time. You know, not saying I'm just like ignoring the problems of the world, but like, you know, some things you kind of just can't control, and that's just life, man.
I think that's the key.
And you just got to get out there and get it. You know.
Yeah, you got to get out there and grind. But actually, realsies, I think the key is you acknowledge that there are things you can't do anything about, no matter how much you try. And then you let those things go. And you say, okay, I don't like that. I can't fix it. So,
yeah,
moving on.
Absolutely.
But people have a hard time with that, you know?
Yeah, they do. They really do. I think that's more of like a personal issue, you know, than like a collective thing. You know, I think collectively we can move on much faster than an individual person in a way. In some of those cases, you know what I mean? But then again, I could be just talking out of my fucking asshole right now.
Could be.
And that's definitely a possibility, you know?
Wouldn't be the first time that you've told me about things coming out of your asshole. So.
No, not at all. I mean, in fact, we talked just earlier today about just that, so.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go? I don't even remember.
Well, the one I was referring to was a couple days ago when we were doing a Facebook Messenger video chat, and you're like, "Hey, man, I gotta go." I was like, "We're in the middle of a conversation, Blake. You can't just gotta go." And you're like, "No, I gotta go."
Yeah.
And you messaged me a couple minutes later, and you're like, "Dude, if my bathroom was 4 feet further away, I would have shit everywhere."
Oh my God, that was horrible.
Yeah, and I told you that you should have just shit everywhere. And then when your kids wake up in the morning and they're like, what is this? There's shit everywhere on the floor. Be like, which one of you fuckers shit all over the floor? Nobody's going anywhere until I know who took a dump on the fucking floor.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about that conversation.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude, my, that was horrible. Like, I haven't felt like that bad in a while. Boy. Oh, dude, I have a question for you.
Okay.
All right. So on your Instagram the other day, on your story, you put up a story and it said so I drunkenly tried to record myself with my recording equipment, and you know, something about how you can't fucking sing. I want to know what song were you trying to record yourself singing?
Yeah, so I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, clearly.
And I have pretty much a full recording studio in my bedroom for the podcast. So I was like, I looked at the microphone. I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Took another swig of bourbon. And I was like, I can definitely do this.
I'm fucking on it.
I turned everything on, fired up. And mind you, it's about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
School night. Kids got to go to school the next day. I got to go to work the next morning, which didn't end up happening. And I fire up the old YouTube, and I pull up the song A Prophecy by Asking Alexandria. Old school Asking. Pretty heavy, lots of scream parts.
Yeah.
And so I fire that up, I hit play, and then I hit record, and I start singing along. I'm doing the scream, you know. I sound fucking amazing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
in your
was
fucking
great.
head you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And song ends, I hit stop. And then two things happen almost simultaneously. The first thing that happened is my 9-year-old son came in and said, "Dad, what was that? Are you fighting with somebody?" I was like, "No, Dad's just being a rock star. Go to bed."
Dad, are you skinning a cat alive in your bedroom right now?
And then I hit play and I started listening to what I had recorded. And, bro.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No.
Yes. There is
Come
not
on.
a single part of me that should ever sing ever again.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. Do you still have it?
It's bad.
Do you still have it?
No, absolutely not.
You fucking,
No.
you threw it in your trash bin on your computer, and then you set your computer on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. It was ugly. It I would rather listen to Hillary Clinton speeches all day.
Ooh, wow. Then your own voice, that bad, huh?
Yeah.
No,
it was bad.
It couldn't have been that bad. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, man.
Rough. It was
not
rough.
one bit.
Nah, it was rough.
Okay,
but yeah,
all right,
that was my Thursday night.
It was funny. Like I cannot sing, and I think most of you who've been listening to the Noise Pollution podcast for a minute know that. Like, I mean, Brandon and I both like the metal, but a lot of you guys know that I can do like the metal screaming shit.
Yeah, you're very talented when it comes to that.
I can't sing very good. I'll put it to you this way: if I could trade the talent of being able to metal scream versus being able to have a really good singing voice, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But still, I can't sing very well, but I can scream, right? So, but I did karaoke a couple months ago rather, and I sang a country song. And you know what the song was?
Oh God.
Yeah, it was Neon Moon. Yeah, Brooks and Dunn.
Wow.
I know.
I don't even know you anymore.
I know.
At this point.
Well, it's actually a good song. You know, do you remember like that was like the song we used to sing like out in convoys and shit.
Yeah,
it was one of the many songs. Like what's Sweet Caroline? That was a popular one in the Striker.
Sweet Caroline and like Big Green Tractor.
That song's awful though.
Yeah,
fucking terrible. But yeah, so various family members came up like, Blake, I had no idea you could sing that good. I'm like, what? You're fucking high. You are fucking wasted right now. If you think I can sing good, like, you're fucking high. But
I'm curious. I would have been curious to hear that.
What? Me singing that song?
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot sing. Dude, anyone can sound like a fucking country singer. Like, come on, it's not that hard. Watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon moon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, see? Now we're just going to get a copyright strike right there on YouTube.
Oh, fuck it.
For now, we won't. No, this video is not going to get that many views. Come on.
No, absolutely not.
Or maybe it will.
Maybe it will.
Please like and comment and share and subscribe, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you want to get into my story that really made my head explode, or do you want to wait before we do that, or should we just air it all out right now?
Fuck it, man. Just do it. Let it fly.
Okay. Popular news story going around the interwebs this week. A liberal op-ed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Did you want to hold off on that?
No, not at all. No, I'm just groaning in disbelief.
Yeah. Right I'm going to read you guys the headline from Fox News. Liberal op-ed. Expand definition of veteran to include social justice warriors.
Ooh.
Yes.
Thank them for their service.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. Mm-hmm. I'm going to dive into this.
Yeah,
a liberal writer is suggesting in an op-ed piece that the category of being a veteran should now include social justice warriors. Dr. Warren J. Blumenfield. Now, first off, before I dive any farther, I want to know where the fuck this guy got his doctorate degree, okay?
Right.
I want to know that. Dr. Douchebag wrote in an LGBTQ nation that a true, quotation marks, true veteran speaks out, stands up, and advocates for social justice and freedom. This is a quote from the story, take a few moments to consider those fighting a cultural and figurative civil war to reduce the violence and injustice, he wrote. Joey Jones, a retired Marine Corps bomb tech, said Monday on Fox and Friends that Dr. Douchebag's argument is, and I quote, pretty laughable.
It is.
Which, pretty laughable is a nice way to do that. Blake, you want to jump in with your opinion on that one? Because I'm dying to hear it. Really, I am.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, I'm a veteran, United States Army, infantryman.
Thank you for your service.
Thank me for my service, please. Yes, you're welcome for my service. Okay, But, and, look, I think we should be thanking them for their service too, because clearly they've done more than you and I have for sure. You know?
Yeah, I mean, have we even really sacrificed?
No, barely.
No.
If anything, probably nothing at all. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, it must be so hard to never deploy, never be away from your family.
Yeah, it must be really hard to be able to go eat wherever the fuck you want that night.
Yeah,
you know?
whenever you want, whatever you want.
Yeah, you can go and get as drunk as you want that night. You can go fuck whoever you want that night. That's fucking rough, man. Like that is rough.
I thought we had it rough when we were in Iraq, and there'd be some times that we'd be out on missions all day.
Yeah,
and we'd race back to the fob, to try and make it back in time for dinner chow, because dinner chow ended at a certain time, and after that, if you didn't catch it, sorry, you weren't eating.
Mm-hmm.
And we would barely miss it.
Yeah, that was easy. Fuck,
so easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't struggle.
No.
There was no sacrifice there. I didn't kiss my kids goodbye and say, hey, hope I see you in a year.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. No, that honestly, though, that is probably the most retarded thing I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah. Who the fuck comes up with this stuff,
Dr. Douchebag, apparently.
Yeah, Dr. Douchebag.
Dr. Douchebag, if you're out there listening to this episode of the Swapcast, right into the show.
Yeah, and
please.
I'm sure he is. We're huge.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. Lots of liberal and
we have a large liberal following for sure.
top of the charts right there.
Yeah. In liberal media, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably the most ridiculous news article I've heard and read yet this year, honestly.
And you know what's sad, man, is like that dude obviously did get a doctorate's degree from somewhere in something. Somebody somewhere said like, yeah, you have enough education to call yourself a doctor, and like those are the kind of people that are out there like the other people are looking up to.
Yeah.
And you come up with a stupid idea like that? The fuck?
I know. Well, just because, you have your doctorate doesn't mean that you're smart. I believe that. There's people who can go to fucking school and get, straight A's.
Yeah.
They could be book smart as fuck, but lack any sort of common sense whatsoever. And really don't have a grasp on how the world actually works. And fuck that. Fuck that guy. And fuck all those people. The fucking social justice warrior bullshit. Fuck you all.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. And you suck Brandon's dick too.
My dick.
You go, thank you for your service, motherfuckers. So does that mean they get to eat at Applebee's on Veterans Day?
I hope so.
Yeah?
I hope so.
Yeah, that line is already long enough, man.
Yeah.
And imagine if all the SJWs out there get a free meal on Veterans Day from Applebee's as well. That fucking, they're going to have to extend it into like the whole next week.
Yeah. Have you ever done the free meals on Veterans Day thing?
I've done it once. And I'll never do it again. While I greatly, I digress, but I greatly appreciate all of the, the companies out there that do that, and it's really cool. It's fucking chaos. Honestly, it really is. It's chaos. It's insanely busy, and I'm good with it.
I'll pay the $8 for my own burger.
I think I appreciate the gesture more than than a free meal. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. My ex-wife had forced me to do it one year. We went to Applebee's, and it was great. There were a lot of veterans in there, and they had like a local Boy Scout troop there, like clapping anytime somebody came in and walking veterans to their seat and stuff. And it was cool.
Yeah.
And my kids liked it because they're like, "Oh my God, my dad's a hero." And I was like, well, duh, obviously.
You're welcome.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this National Defense Service ribbon?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Look at this
I know
global counterterrorism medal.
Yeah, they don't just, well, actually they do just hand those out, but I got mine special. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that once. Wasn't my thing. But I like to hit some like maybe the smaller places like Dick's Burgers up here. On Veterans Day, you get like, a free burger, fries, and
you would
Coke
like Dick's Burger, wouldn't you?
Fuck yeah, I would like Dick's Burger.
Yeah, you would.
All hot and meaty. And dripping down my mouth. Yeah.
That does sound good.
It does. Delicious.
That's
right?
fucking great.
Yeah. Some grilled onions on there. Fuck yeah.
I'll eat
so
Dick's Burgers all day.
Yeah. I'll eat those dicks all day.
Yeah, whoa. Shout out to Dick's Burgers. If you're tuning in to this episode, we appreciate you.
Yeah. Sponsor the show. So yeah, I mean it's cool, but I hope that Dr. Douchebag gets his free #1 combo from Dick's this year.
I hope so. I mean, he's earned it.
Yeah.
You know,
really.
So is he himself saying that he's like a part of this whole SJW thing? He's just writing an opinion piece about the matter.
No. I think he was saying that he's part of this, and
Okay.
I think it's one of those pat me on the back things.
Sure.
I had gone to like an outlet mall with my girlfriend, and so the whole time she was buying a bunch of stuff. And so the whole time, everywhere we went, I was like, hey, do you guys do military veteran discount? Oh, yeah. Show them my ID. Not a single one of those motherfuckers thank me for my service, man.
Well, make sure you correct them next time. That's so that they do,
Like 6 stores, dude, and not a single one.
No,
I mean, they gave me
awful.
15% off of my purchase, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't expect a parade every single time.
Right. Not every time,
maybe.
but most of the time,
Yeah. And if you're not going to do the parade, like take a handful of confetti and like throw it up in the air and like
Yeah. I mean, there should at least be a Yeti cooler full of, beer, most of those places for the vets,
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Sad world we live in.
I know,
man.
it's awful, man. Just
I don't know how we as vets deal with it.
I know we don't, and we just have to go out there and get it, Just
Yeah, we just got to go out there and grind
just
to get the respect that we deserve.
I think I just keep circling back to this over
Yeah.
and over. I'm not going to
The
stop.
answer to any question that you have is just get out there and grind.
You just got to go out there and get it, man. Just don't stop. Just go get it. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking Brandon B. Go follow his Snapchat, Brandon BEE.
Yeah. Brandon Vaynerchuk.
Oh.
Can I do that?
Oh, he did it.
Yeah. Fuck it. I can edit that.
Yeah,
out.
we're the
Whatever.
assholes. It's
Yeah.
fine,
Whatever.
Yeah. It's not so much him I mind as much because he's wildly successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Massively successful. However, there's a lot of fucking fakes out there too. They'll spend the fucking top tier, the most fucking money you can spend on Facebook, and then spend like $15,000 with like a fancy film crew to make yourself a 4-minute long sponsored Facebook and YouTube ad catered to like men and women ages 21 to 45. About how they have the secret to the success that you're missing out on. They have the formula. They have the recipe. Fuck everyone else. They don't know shit.
Well, and the other thing too is, you can't really be mad at these guys that do this because people are stupid enough to buy into it.
Yeah.
And like people are stupid enough to chase you down and be like, oh, whoa. What should I be doing with my life? You know nothing about me, but what should I do with my life to be successful? Of course, like people are going to be like, oh, well, buy this program or
Yeah. This is the key to your success.
yeah.
Well, like with what though? Like what do I do with this key to my success? You just go do it.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
just go do it, man.
Yeah, it's like
Just
it's
go
like
do it.
you take this glass right here, and imagine it's half full of blueberry wine. I drank it all, by the way. I'm kind of sad it's gone because it was actually very fucking delicious. Judge me for drinking blueberry wine. I don't care. I'm a man.
Judging the shit out of you right now.
Go ahead. I don't care. You're drinking your Bullet sugar bourbon, whatever the fuck you're drinking now.
Wow.
Buffalo. What? What are you
Not even
drinking?
close. Brown sugar bourbon.
Brown sugar bourbon. Does it have brown sugar in it? Is it sweet?
It does have brown sugar. It's sweet, but it's not sweet like Fireball.
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck Fireball. I hate Fireball.
Yeah, I'm not a big Fireball.
That's what.
fan.
That's what fucking like. That's like Fireball is the tequila of like the whiskey world, the bourbon.
Oh,
world.
I mean, Fireball is like the college bro drink of whiskey.
It is. I think it was like Captain Morgan beforehand. Just regular Captain Morgan, the brown spiced rum.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Blech. That's what we used to drink in high school. Fucking Captain Morgan. Oh my god.
With Coke?
With Coke or just straight up like fuck it.
Yeah.
YOLO. No, we didn't say YOLO. We didn't have YOLO back then. But
yeah, I'm good on all of that.
Yeah, fucking terrible. Absolutely. I can't even smell Captain without fucking gagging.
Yeah, I'm that way with Jack. Like
Jack too.
Good.
I had one bad night on Jack. Jack fucked me up, bro.
Jack and Jim Beam. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need any of it.
Have you ever had a Four Horsemen?
No.
It's someone out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Jack, Jim, Jose, and something else. I don't know. It's four different liquors mixed together.
That sounds horrible.
It is fucking terrible. It's like that's why I call it the Four Horsemen. Jim, Jack, John, and James or Jameson or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Horsemen.
I'm sure it varies from, whatever. It's pick a fucking a man's name and a liquor, then you got another member of the Four Horsemen. It's awful. Are you looking this up right now?
Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, and Jose Cuervo.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. It's so bad.
No.
It's disgusting.
No.
Yeah. It's expensive too, man. So I had it one time, and this is going to sound really gay, but it was at my 5-year high school reunion. And we're all getting shit-faced, and someone's like, yeah, you want a Four Horsemen? I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bring it on down. And I ended up paying for the whole round of 9 shots. It was fucking $80. I wanted to throw up just from that right there.
God damn it.
What?
Yeah.
What now?
No, I totally forgot which direction I was going with anything.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about I don't know.
Yeah.
Alcohol. We're talking about alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live, man.
God damn it. All the time doing it live. We're fucking professional podcasters out here doing it.
Professional.
And we're getting it. We're getting it.
Because you can't just buy this equipment on the street and plug it into a computer and just do it. No. That's not the way it works.
Yeah.
You have to be a professional, licensed professional.
Yeah. Do you know who JP Sears is?
I do.
So, he just launched his podcast very not too long ago.
Of course he did.
Yeah. And he always does his his uber spiritual satire about a topic.
Yeah.
Did you see his one about podcasting?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
It's pretty good. It's pretty funny.
I'll have to look that one
Yeah,
up.
yeah, definitely check it out. I can see if some podcasters out there are getting fuck him. He doesn't know shit. My podcast matters.
Dude, podcasting is blown up, man.
It is. It's the new jam.
Yeah. We talked about it last month when we had Josh Jeans from Led by Iron on. He brought it up. Podcasting is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's the new jam. It's the new way to market yourself, to create your own brand. It's free. It's easy. Anybody can do it.
Shit ain't free.
Well, I mean, you don't have to pay to put a podcast up. You have to buy equipment and stuff, and then you got to pay to host it. But
yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's not free, but it's easy.
Yeah.
Has a low barrier of entry, so.
Yeah, there you go. There's the fancy word. The low barrier of entry.
You really can do it on your phone.
Yeah,
No
really.
mic, no headphones. You can just record on your phone. It's going to be, you get what you put into it.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's blown up. It's here to stay. Podcasts are the new thing. And, it's great, but as a podcaster, dude, there's so much stuff out there now.
I know.
So much to compete with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, people who are starting their businesses and stuff like that, people I've interviewed, and they're dude, start a podcast. What can go wrong? That's how businesses grow. That's how they're growing big time these days, is through podcasting. They have their podcast, and via their podcast, it links their business somehow. and then their business just explodes from it. Their business explodes, their podcast explodes, and you got an epic conglomerates right there.
Well, and we talked about this with the Alex Jones stuff, that
Gay frogs.
Podcasting, gay frogs. We talked about that. That wasn't where I was going though.
I just had to.
We talked about the fact that podcasting is kind of like the last kind of frontier of marketing and advertising, where you can say what you want as long as you think you can get away with it. And it's not like you have a radio show where people give you stuff you have to talk about. It's not like you're on a TV show where people tell you what you're going to say, what you're going to do, what you're going to wear, what you're going to talk about. It's all whatever you want to do. And that's why it was such a big deal when Alex Jones' show got cut, because it was kind of maybe podcasters getting a rude awakening, like, hey, you can't do whatever you want to do. Like, there's still some rules. So,
yeah, well, I mean, the Alex Jones InfoWars podcast was just, excuse me, was just another medium of the InfoWars outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're everything branched from their website. And then they got really big on Facebook, and that's where and obviously he went into the podcast thing because it's just it was just the next natural step for InfoWars, but yeah, so it wasn't. It's not just his podcast in general. Like Alex Jones is literally he's gone. The only thing he has left is his website. That's it.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, they even nuked his app from Apple.
Yeah. Yeah. That was I was surprised that after he was pulled from all that shit, it's yeah, we're coming out with an app on Android and Apple. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How are you able to do that? And he did. It was out, and then they're like, no, fuck you. And now you're off Twitter now too.
Yeah.
That's it. But then again, that's a massive validation for Alex Jones in a way, for him and his followers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though most of us think he's just mostly purely for entertainment purposes, but to them, it's a reaffirming, or it's reaffirming all the shit that they talk about.
Yeah, and to them, he's the real deal.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Alex Jones and the independent media, Alex Jones specifically, is the last line of defense. You are the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
I had a amazing burger last night.
Yeah. Oh, dude, tell me about it, because I love burgers. If there's a single food I could pick in this world that I would say that's generally probably my most go-to favorite is a burger, hands down. But go ahead, please.
I love a good burger. So I was telling you before when we were offline, date night last night. And we went down to the Ruston waterfront, and you and I are familiar with that because when we were in the military, we used to go down there and do big platoon runs down along the water. And there's a place down there called Stacks 571 or some shit like that. It's a whiskey bar, and they've got burgers. And I got this burger, man, and it was a burger with pulled pork on top of it.
Oh my!
Yes, and barbecue sauce, and a bourbon coleslaw on top of that.
Okay.
On a delicious bun. Pull that bad boy out medium with some Parmesan fries and a couple old fashions, and I was sitting very pretty.
That's some high class shit right there.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you go to a fucking whiskey bar.
Yeah.
You get
great,
that,
man.
and you drink old fashions.
Yeah.
And gourmet French fries.
Oh, so good.
That sounds amazing.
So good.
There's so where I live in Pennsylvania, it's not really city to get the major because when you get city life, you get all the individually owned really good fucking restaurants. That place you just described. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around here, it's all Red Robin, they just started getting in Red Robins and stuff like that. Red Robin and a lot of chain places. So there's not places like you describe unless you go to a city, and the nearest big city is fucking Philly, and that's an hour and a half from me. But or Pittsburgh even that's even farther west from me. Yeah, so that's what I did. I was just talking to someone today about Washington. I miss the shit out of it out there.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
I don't see ever leaving.
Yeah,
It's a great place.
dude. I want to come back. Me and the wife, you were talking about it. Shout out to Shitty Nikki.
Oh, shitty Nikki.
But yeah, we were talking about it, like going out and visiting one of these years, maybe when the kids are a bit older.
That'd be fun, man. Always place for you at Casa de Becker.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't put my last name out there. Fuck it, I don't care.
We can censor it if you want. It doesn't matter.
Nah, fuck it.
Too late now.
I link everything pretty well between my personal and everything else.
That's
Fuck
true.
it.
I mean, I haven't put my last name out there yet.
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
And I'm drunk, so
you are feeling good. I can sense that you're feeling pretty good tonight.
I'm holding the bottle up to my mouth right now, taking another sip as we speak.
Oh boy, look at you go! Look at you go! Just
living my best life, man.
You are, man. It's that, or it's like just the complete opposite. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing real good, or you're just doing real fucking bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, it bounces. Life is a roller coaster. You got to ride it. You got to ride and grind it.
You son of a bitch! You did it. You brought it back.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I wish I had the blueberry wine. It's out in the kitchen. I keep looking that way. Like I want to head there, but I don't want to get up and leave the people just to look at your face. No offense, it is pretty, and you have a nice beard.
I do have a nice beard.
But you're the brain. I'm the beauty behind this. Swapcast. I'm just throwing that out there.
Bro, if I'm the brain, we are fucked.
It's fucking drowning in bourbon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just swimming
big time.
Yeah, it's fucking Finding Nemo and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I might kill the rest of this bottle tonight. I'm looking.
Fuck it, man. Just
real
do it up, man. Live the best you. Live the best you.
Tomorrow.
Speaking of people living the best of themselves, I don't know that awful segue has anything to do with what I'm about to talk about, but I'm sure you've seen it because I've seen it. Lots of it is. Let me pull it up real quick. Hang on. But the.
I know what you're going to talk about, and yeah, that is the worst segue ever.
I know it was, wasn't it? It's
horrible.
I'll put it to you this way. Okay, so I got like 4 hours of sleep since it's now Sunday morning for me. I got 4 hours of sleep since Friday. Yeah, my brain is like not firing properly.
It sounds like excuses.
You might be right. It's you know what it is, man. It's just because I'm not out there getting it. You're sacrificing.
Yeah. You're not out there grinding.
I'm not grinding as hard. You're right. Anyway, so a Utah man was charged with ricin mail threat attempts against Trump and SecDef Mattis. You saw this, right?
Oh boy. That's a ballsy move.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you saw it, right?
I did see that. Yes.
I also heard that Mattis was happy with receiving the ricin because he just put it on his cereal and ate it for breakfast, like no big deal. It's Mattis.
I see. I heard a similar rumor, but I heard that retired General Mattis took the ricin and added marshmallows and made ricin crispy treats.
That's right. He made ricin crispy treats. That's right. That's exactly what he did. Goddamn, that dude is hard. Anyway, and here's the fucked up part too. It's a U.S. Navy veteran that did it.
Yeah, I want to seriously see the reasoning that he has behind that, if any.
Well, I have the article pulled up. Let me skim through it real quick. So they found the guy. He's from Utah. He was charged a couple of days ago, actually, with sending these. He sent letters addressed to SecDef Mattis, President Trump, the FBI director, and the Navy top admiral or whatever, mailing them letters that containing ricin. It's crazy. I bet that a lot of people wouldn't even know what ricin was if it wasn't for Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think people would have any idea, man.
Yeah. He said he could face up to life in prison if convicted, which obviously he will be. He's accused of mailing ground-up castor seeds in separate envelopes addressed to those individuals. Each envelope contained a note reading, "Jack and the missile bean stock powder," according to an FBI affidavit filed in the case. None of the letters reached its intended recipient, and no one was hurt, officials said. The accused perpetrator, who ended his 4-year Navy stint in 2002 as a seaman apprentice, was not hard to find. The envelopes, all postmarked September 24th, bore Allen's name and return address. Wow, like, are you fucking really that retarded?
Whew, that's
Because that's the first thing I thought, like, when I heard about that someone mailed envelopes of ricin to the White House. Like you didn't put your return address on it, right? Like really? I guess that son of a bitch did.
Are we sure he wasn't in the Marine Corps?
I know, right? If it was written in crayon, then probably.
Yeah. That's dumb.
That is fucking dumb.
Like, hey, I'm gonna mail poison to like all the bigwigs at the DOD, and yeah, I'm gonna tell them who sent it and where I live.
For sure, yeah.
God.
Apparently,
Stupid.
this dude has threatened the government before. He sent an email to the CIA in 2015 to kill President Barack Obama at the time in a bomb threat he made against an Air Force base in Texas of last year. So this dude's got a fucking nice terroristic track record.
Yeah, he sounds like a great guy.
Crazy to think that he's made these threats like that. Is if you make a fucking bomb threat, like they charge you with terroristic threats. Like they don't fuck around with that shit.
And I want to know where the fuck you get ricin. You can't just
online.
go to the grocery store and
online.
buy
It's
that.
castor beans. That's all it is.
Well, yeah.
But apparently he didn't do it right. He just sent ground up seeds, which is not the ricin.
So he botched it.
I guess so. I don't know.
Typical.
Maybe he needs to go back and he should have went back and watched that episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Needs to go back to Terrorism 101.
I guess so. I mean, but it's like we were talking about a couple months ago. Like I guess it was more or less earlier this year. Really, God, this fucking year's flying by. By the way, it's October now.
Yeah, it is. Dude.
Fuck, dude.
Jesus.
Like you're coming up on a year podcasting here right around the corner.
It's about 4 or 5 months. Yeah,
it's crazy, man, isn't it?
It's so insane, dude.
Goes so fast. But yeah, we were talking about like gun control and stuff like that, and like with that kid down in the Parkland shooting school, and how he was like tracked like so many times by the FBI, but yet they just didn't intervene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably should have lots of times fucking beforehand. However, they didn't for whatever reason, and that's just shitty fucking, fucking government agents.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you trust the government to do a job that, maybe the highest level of law enforcement in the government shouldn't be doing that.
I guess not.
Yeah, because, they didn't do it very well.
No.
So, strike 2 here, guys.
That dude was on that was his 4th fucking strike, Like, fuck, dude.
And, you and I are both kind of on the same page politically. Like, we believe in a smaller federal government, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Much more libertarian. And, when we've seen this many blunders by the FBI, maybe it's time to rethink that whole game plan.
Yeah. No, totally agree with that. I was gonna say something, but it would totally spoil my next episode, which is pre-recorded. I'm not gonna say.
Oh yeah, don't.
I say no more. I'm silenced. But it's gonna be a good one, though. I will say that it's a good one.
Good.
Yeah, I think you'll.
It should be.
I think you'll enjoy it. Maybe just you, though. I'm just kidding. I think it'll do well.
When's that drop?
I don't know. We'll find out. So my last episode was swapcast5 with Josh Jeans, and
yeah.
So the following week I had planned an interview with a guy, and my the recording the remote interview setup that I used just utterly failed. It completely failed from every single fucking level. I don't know why. but it did. That shit happens, I get it. I'm like, oh, hey, can we reschedule? Let's figure out. And fortunately, he was free the next day. So, all right, let me work on it. I'll get back to you. And, let's see what happens. So I tested it. Like, you came on, you helped me test it. And it was golden. Like, it worked great. And then next day, dude comes on, fucking nothing. It wouldn't work. I don't know why. So that episode should have been out, like, last week. But, and then, obviously he's a busy man, so he couldn't reschedule anytime sooner. But hopefully I should be recording that episode tomorrow. So you'll actually hear that episode if it goes down tomorrow before this episode. So there you go. fucking weird world that we live in.
Weird podcast world.
It's like you're hearing about it from the future, but it's already going to be in the past. Does that make sense?
Twilight Zone, man.
I just had the thought in my head of was it? I guess it was our second swapcast when you're like, but I want the dicks now though. Well, you do.
Yeah. That was great.
Ah, boy, that was good.
Classic Bex.
And you just caught it perfectly. You're like, we gotta cut that out and just make it a whole separate thing. I gotta put that on the Instagram this week again.
Yeah, put it up.
I will.
Fuck it. All the dicks.
Yeah, all the dicks. I want the dicks now, though. I want the dicks now, though. That's great.
Oh, good times.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
What else were we going to talk about? You had a list.
I had one more thing, When we talk about social media a lot, so our generation right here, I'm 29, you're 30 now.
I'm fucking 30.
Last time we talked, you weren't 30.
I was not 30.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm 30 now.
Yeah, the dirty 30. Anywho, but even still, we're not that, much farther apart in age. But our generation is like the generation where like social media started, Facebook and MySpace and all that shit, right? So like we were fucking born into it. We were molded by it, and we're going through all the crazy shenanigans with it now. What I don't get, I mean, I guess I get it, but it's stupid, is old people on Facebook. Old people. It's like back when like AOL first started coming out and everyone's emailing each other and shit like that. And then comes into birth into the internet is the fucking chain emails. Forward this to 7 people, you'll get fucking $1 million. That stupid ass shit.
Yeah, I remember. Good times.
Oh man, I fucking hated that shit so much. I fucking hate it. And now it's starting to come back into the form of social media. I mean, I don't think there's not one person that's on Facebook that is unaffected by old people on Facebook.
Yeah, man. It's I don't like it.
No, I don't either. And I guess I should be a little bit more specific. So in the midst of getting very little sleep that I did get today, I got 2 messages from some older people, and which I'm personal friends with, people I actually know, and it's like one of those like fucking copy and pasted like PSA like statements talking about how someone there's out there making copycat Facebook accounts of every single profile. So if you get a friend request from me, do not accept it. And I saw the first one. I was just like, this is weird. I haven't talked to this person in like fucking forever. How they're just gonna message me out of the blue all of a sudden, and it's like you can kind of tell when something's a little fucky. You know what I mean? Like that account like was probably hacked.
Yeah.
It's people who don't like, they have the Facebook accounts and they don't check up on it or change their password every once in a while and shit like that. They're the ones that, and it's usually the older people. The older people, they get fucked and they get their shit fucking taken over by some like 12-year-old hacker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got 2 of those today, like the blanket like PSA things about like, do not accept a second friend request from me. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Like, thanks. Like, I know. That's old people on Facebook, man.
Old people on Facebook, yeah. Man. Sorry, I got sidetracked because I'm following the fights on Twitter as they go.
Oh yeah, how's it going?
And McGregor just walked into the cage.
Ooh, McGregor.
Yeah. So I think we're about 5 minutes from some action.
Okay. So are you on Twitter now, or you're just looking on Twitter?
I'm looking on my personal Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's okay. Twitter's a fucking. I hate Twitter. I absolutely hate Twitter.
Much. It's a disgusting cesspool of like just nasty, mean people.
It is, man.
That probably live in their mom's basements.
I tell you what. You know how like famous people, like they get hate all the time on social media and Twitter. Twitter's like the worst, you know.
Yeah.
And like that's when like you feel like you made it, you know. When you get tons of haters, right? So I'm willing to think and put the cards out on the table. I say that I made it. You know, I'm out here. I'm out here. You know, I'm doing it, grinding, and living the best version of myself. It was during the whole when we talked about we had the emergency swap cast and we talked about Alex Jones and shit.
Oh,
and I put a tweet out about it, and some person just came on, one of those like people, loud-mouthy people that just berate you with their personal opinion, you know. But it's not just opinion itself, but they like, you know, you're a bigot, you're a racist, and what do you call it, white privileged, you know, all that crazy shit. So I was just like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Like the tweet I put out like was not talking about like, oh, support Alex Jones, like it's fucked up, whatever. Was it a little clickbaity? Sure. You know, that's the game of social media. Trying to promote yourself. You want to do a little bit of clickbait here and there, it helps. But I think the tweet said something like, is this the beginning of the end of free speech? I don't think that's super like, you know, like pro Alex Jones. I think it's a pretty thought-provoking question, but because it could very well could be.
Very well, yes.
And so I put this tweet out, and this person tweeted back and said all these nasty things. I just kind of laughed because I don't really fucking care. You know, like if people are gonna be just straight out dicks to like strangers, like fuck you. Like I don't care. Like I will not give you the time of day. Like if you want to have a conversation about something, even if you disagree, totally cool with that. Let's do it. I'm all for it. But if you just come at me, just calling me racist, white privilege, bigot, fucking whatever else, no, I'm not. That ain't me. I do not give you the time of the day. So yeah, so I guess that's me self-proclaiming myself that I guess I made it.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I have a famous friend.
Yeah, you know, congratulate me later. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll thank you for your service.
You will thank me for my service. Fuck.
Did we talk about the Jack Mandeville thank you for your service video that he did?
Oh, it was so good. I love that dude, man. He is so fucking funny.
Jack Mandeville, for anybody that doesn't know who he is, he's a Marine Corps veteran. He used to work for Ranger Up. And now he does he works for Strike Force and a couple other companies. And he makes the funniest videos on Instagram. If you're not following him, follow him. It's just Jack Mandeville.
Yeah.
But he made a video of two veterans, and they're, you know, one veteran looks at the other one and goes, "Thank you for your service." And they keep getting closer and closer to each other and thanking each other for their service. And then it just ends with like one of them fucking the other one going, "Thank you for your service."
I'll put it to you guys this way. If you go to his like Instagram, he has like the best fucking like he can put you 15 seconds for an Instagram story. Like he's the best. There's no one better than him at it.
Yeah,
he can make 15 seconds fucking hilarious.
Yeah, go find him.
Yeah,
and I'll see if I can find that video again, and I'll put it up on the Badass American Heroes.
Yeah,
Instagram.
Use get repost. Use that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hashtag get repost. Boy, we're just plugging all the things today for the people.
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah. So shout out to Jack Mandeville. What's that whiskey bar down in Tacoma?
Yeah. Stacks
and Dick's Burgers.
Dick's Burgers, yeah. Brown sugar bourbon. Fuck it.
Brown sugar bourbon. I got blueberry wine.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Brett Kavanaugh. Who else? Who else are we talking about tonight? Dr. Douchebag.
Dr. Douchebag, man.
This episode is sponsored by Camel. For keeping Blake awake right now. Camel Snooze. Frost.
Oh, you got that dip in, huh?
I do, yeah. I'm off the long cut.
Oh, you're off the long cut.
I'm
That's
off the long cut, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm working there. Oh, I'm back in the gym now. I'm feeling like a fucking baby back bitch because
you should take your shirt off. Just do the rest of the podcast.
No,
with no shirt.
see, look, I'm wearing. I got a shirt from Led by Iron. So shout out to Led by Iron.
Shout out to Josh Jeans
and Tyler from Led by Iron. Dude, totally like not like affiliated with them whatsoever. Josh, the company's great. Josh and Tyler, awesome dudes. But yeah, so I got a shirt from them. It is fucking super nice. It's so comfortable. Yeah. Like it is a great gym shirt too.
And I was jealous, and I messaged you, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Where's mine? And you're like, nah, man, I ordered this. And I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because it's really nice looking.
Dude, it's a super nice shirt. But yeah, so not even just the shirt, but it came with 4 Strike Forces. So shout out to Sean Matson and the team at Strike Force Energy.
Yeah, keeping me going.
Do. That's so good. I love that shit, man.
Keeping my dick hard, man.
Yeah, it's fucking little Strike Force on the dick. Hell yeah.
And that's the exact way I do it. I take it and I dribble it right down into the hole of my
dick
penis.
Hole. Yeah, nice. Straight to the dick.
Yeah. You can go for hours.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm a professional.
But yeah, so yeah, this shirt is amazing. So I don't know, like, if I'm like, dude, I've only been going to the gym for 2 weeks. Okay, like, just not to toot my own horn here, but I feel great. I feel good. It feels good to get back into it. You know, grinding, that grind life. You know, I put the shirt on tonight, and I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, did this thing shrink or? I'm like, shit, like, looks good. You know, I'm filling the shirt out.
Getting them gains,
Getting them gains. It's the season.
Yeah,
it's bulking season. You know, I'm just now relearning all the good terms that bodybuilders use.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not counting my macros. I don't even know what that is. But apparently it's important.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, I just like take pre-workout, snort it. You know, cut lines, pre-workout, snort it. And I think that's how you're supposed to do it. And then I just go throw weights around for like an hour or so, and then I feel pretty good about myself later.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, but I did legs on was that Thursday? It's now going on Sunday, and I can barely fucking walk, dude. I am hurting so bad, like I feel like a bitch. But I guess no pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you grinding it out in the gym?
Oh, for sure, dude. Like, yeah, grinding, bro.
You rise and then you go grind at the gym.
Rise and grind at the gym every day.
God damn it.
Definitely not every day. I'd die.
I think if we say rise and grind one more time, like everybody's just gonna turn this shit off.
They're gonna light us on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But fuck
it.
Yeah. Yeah, but the shirt's amazing. It's super comfortable and makes me feel good about myself. So shout out to Led by Iron. And check out that episode, guys. That was the last swapcast we did. Josh Jeans, Led by Iron. Great dude, great company, doing good things out there for the first responder, veteran, and law enforcement community.
Yeah, and that episode's on YouTube, guys. So you can actually go out and watch it. You can watch me and Blake as we talk with Josh, and it was a really fun episode, man.
It was. And Brandon and I decided, that I think going forward, if we do a joint interview for the swapcast, we're not going to be doing video format. So which means that there will be 2 swapcasts now every month.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 a month. Yeah,
that's right. I forgot to even bring that up.
I forgot that, and you said that, and I'm like, what the fuck is Blake talking about? We're doing 2. Oh yeah,
we are. We're doing 2 a month. So, which means that there's another swapcast coming out in a few weeks. So look forward to that one, boys and girls. That one's gonna blow your socks off.
Fucking A, 2 a month, man.
Yeah, 2 a month. We talk about it a lot about eventually our podcast. We're just gonna merge and just become one. And it's just not the right time right now, kids. But, in due time.
Yeah, it'll come. And, I've kind of alluded to it. I got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life right now. And once that's all settled down, hopefully, after Christmas. This is also the busy season for my work and everything. So I think after Christmas, midway through January, February, we'll probably pull the trigger on that. And you guys will get a double dose of Blake and I.
Yeah. Boy, can you imagine that, dude? Fucking between the 2 of us running 3 podcasts, like, full time. Fuck, dude.
It's going to be fun.
That's like,
and
never mind, I ain't going to say it.
Nope, don't do it. And I've been, we've talked about it quite a few times. I want to fly out to your place in the old PA where you live
Yeah.
this summer and record a bunch of episodes actually together face to face.
Yeah, that'd be a good time, man.
It will be a good time.
Yeah.
You can give me some of that blueberry wine bullshit.
Yeah, dude, it's delicious. It's like it tastes
Yeah.
like juice. It tastes like juice, and it's 11% alcohol.
Woo.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it is nice. It's the first time I've had it. It's from a local winery. Shitty Nikki went out there tonight with some friends and got shitty.
Yeah, that's what she does, man.
Shitty Nikki, god damn it. She should be coming back on the podcast pretty soon. You know,
We should
back by
have
popular
her on the
demand.
Swapcast, bro.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Shitty Nikki on the Swapcast. I'll mention it to her.
Do it. Let's do it on the Swapcast. That should be for the next episode that we do at the end of October.
Yeah. Well, we already
Fuck
have
it,
our
don't
next
even-
Swapcast plan, which won't be in video. I don't want to
Oh, that's
say
right.
I don't want to say too much about it in case it doesn't work out. You know, things happen.
Did we buckle that one down yet?
Pretty much, yes. It's pretty much
Okay.
in the books, but you know, you never really know. I'll just
Well, maybe
go ahead.
maybe November we'll get Shitty Nikki.
Yeah. Maybe November. You know, we'll see how it goes. You know, she's into it. She likes it. She said she hates like hearing the sound of her own voice, but she always has a good time when she comes on. So and people enjoy the episodes. So
So, fight update: Conor McGregor is not looking good right now.
Ooh.
He has no takedown defense, and Khabib has had him pushed up against the fence for most of round one. And somebody just posted that Conor McGregor's corner should Google takedown defense.
ooh, ouch,
Yeah,
ouch. That's that Twitter burn life, you know.
yeah.
All that Twitter hate.
So there's the fight update. I'll keep everybody posted as we go.
So I guess what we have to keep recording until the fucking fight's over, because we're what, an hour and fucking 14 minutes in.
Oh yeah, and I'm getting pretty drunk. If I make it another 30 minutes, it'll be a miracle.
And the night's just getting started for you, at least.
Yeah,
I
just
can
get started.
I can hopefully go to bed after this. So
It's 9:45, and I'm not even close to bedtime. It's BSB. I've got like 3 sips left.
I think I might have another glass of that blueberry wine and fucking edit this audio and get my ass to bed.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, but look, man, I got nothing else. Brandon, how about you, brother?
No, man. Guys, just keep your ears and eyes open. Like Blake said, we're gonna go 2 a month now, so we'll be announcing who we've got coming on at the end of the month real soon, and I think you guys are gonna like it. I really hope so.
Yeah.
And the podcast is gonna keep growing. Keep telling your friends about it, and we're gonna keep doing this thing, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, share this little swapcast thing that Brandon and I are doing, and both our individual podcasts as well. We appreciate it. Share it with your friends, family, Facebook, and social media, coworkers, nieces, nephews, uncles, stepchildren, whatever else you got. Go ahead, just tell them all about it. Yeah. Guys, check us out on social media as well. We're all over the fucking place. Our links for everything will be in the description box if you're on YouTube, or the show notes if you're listening in audio format, and wherever you are listening to this podcast from. So, without further ado, guys, I'm Blake.
Yeah, and I'm Brandon.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. We love you.
We do love you very much.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's it. Thanks for being here, guys.
All right. That is it.
And we're out. See you in a couple weeks, guys. Bye-bye.
All right.
Where's that ham horn?
Doo-doo.
You don't have the real ham horn. God damn it, Brandon.
Because I'm recording on my phone. Don't do this.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Ow.